Today I'm going to show you how I change oil in my 2010 Toyota Yaris. I'm going to show you where to spot the drain plug, where to spot the oil filter, the oil cap, and the dipstick. And I'll tell you exactly what you need to get the job done, the tools and the parts. So let's get to it.
So this is what you're gonna need: a filter wrench, a socket wrench, a 14mm socket, new oil filter, a funnel, a rag, a cardboard, and chalks or bricks. So I'm going to be setting up the ramps to put the car on so I can have easy access to the drain plug and the oil filter. Make sure the ramps are properly aligned before you get the car on them, and then carefully drive the car on the ramps. When the car is sitting correctly on the ramps, please remember to pull the emergency brakes all the way up. Open the hood. Okay, find the stand to keep it open. The dipstick and the oil cap. It actually tells you the viscosity of the oil that's required. Alright, so we can actually open this right now. It's a little hard, so you can open it, turn it counterclockwise, and then you just put it somewhere, right, that you'll remember it. So I'm putting it right here. So right here. Put it somewhere where it's not gonna catch dirt. That's why you're gonna put the oil. That's open. So we're gonna go under the car to drain the oil. Alright, let's get the pan under the car. This is the drain plug, and this is the oil filter, and that's the 14mm socket.
The drain plug looks a little rusty. It's alright. Just don't tap it. There you go. I think it's shifting a little bit. Yeah, it's unscrewed. Give it a little more help. Usually I bring this up so that it drops directly into the pan. Let's do that. So let it drain. There's the bolt. The washer is still on there. Moving a little bit as the dripping slows down, so to avoid making a mess. See, that's how I was showing you before. The washer is still on there, right? So I think you can see it, the washer. Yeah, so it's there. That's the oil filter. I'm gonna try to remove it with my bare hands first, and then if I can't, then I have to use a wrench, the filter wrench. Yeah, definitely need a wrench. Yeah, so I'm catching it. Yeah, I see it turning, which is good. Try it this way. There it is. I think it should be it. Yeah, this guy's ready to be taken off.
I'm going to bring the pan closer to where the oil filter is so it catches the oil dripping from there while still catching the oil dripping from the oil pan.
Let's try it. See what happens. Yeah, it's starting to drip, you see? And let it drip a little bit. Alright, so I gotta be careful. As I'm doing this, I'm holding a little bit onto the filter, because at any moment it's gonna, you know, come out, and you don't need to fall from your hand and create a mess. So there you go. Right, you see, so far successful. It's dripping directly into the pen, which is what we want. This is a purilator. That's the model there for the Yaris 2010. Alright, so it says up to 15,000 miles. Usually I just change it every time I change the oil, so that's going to be up to you. Alright, so you might want to use the, you know, the new oil or the old oil, whatever your preference is. I always just use the old oil. I dip my finger in it, right, and then I put it around the gasket, the rubber. As you put it in, make sure you don't, you know, cross thread. Important. You don't want to create a problem. Alright, so yeah, you'll feel it. Yeah, got it right here. Alright, so this one here, I'm just gonna dry my hands a little bit and wipe my hands from the oil, because I'm gonna need a good grip. I'm gonna hand tighten this, because that's what they say, it must be hand tight. Use this to get a better grip. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now what's next? The drain plug. I gotta put it back on. Like I said, I'm not gonna wait for this thing to completely drain out. So I'm gonna put the bolt in again. Make sure you don't cross thread. All right, very important. Otherwise, you create new problems. When you're trying to solve problem, you create new problems. So be careful. And gotta change the direction of this, because you're gonna be tightening it. So, and you don't want to over tight this. So you don't want to over tight this also. I think that's it right here. Okay, I think that's it. I'm not gonna force it. Yeah, so I'm just doing a little bit of cleanup here. So this guy is in. So we're pretty much done here with under the car. But we can't start the car yet, because the car doesn't have oil. The engine does not have oil. You don't want to do that. Otherwise you'll damage the engine. So I'm going to fill up the oil, and then I'm going to take the car down from the ramp. Put this there. So we can put the oil in.
Checking the dipstick to show that the engine is empty. There's no oil in the engine.
So the engine oil capacity is 3.69 liters. I'm going to go by this measurement. So I have some remaining from the last time I changed oil. So there's about 1 liter in here, and that's a liter measurement here. Okay, so there's about 1 liter left in this one. And we're just going to pour it. You don't want to overfill it, you don't want to underfill it. So the maintenance manual says about 3.69 liters. I already put about 1.1, 1.2 liters. So I have to put about 2.5 liters from this container in the engine. Checking. Okay, so it's right around here-ish, so we have the right level. It looks like it's a little over, but I'm not worried about it. Put back, then put the cover back on, the cap back on. Here's the cap, then put it back on, screw it in, turn, and just one, that's it. Done, done. So that's it. I'm gonna take the car down from the ramps. So I'm going to show you how to reset the maintenance required light on the Toyota Yaris 2010. So in some cars, it varies. You know, you have to be either in odometer, trip A, or trip B to do what I'm about to show you. Mine, I think, works in trip A. So I'm going to set it to trip A. It's now set to trip A. As you can see right here, set to trip A. Okay, and I'm gonna turn it back off. While holding the trip button, I'm gonna put it on the on position, and I'm just gonna wait. And as you can see, it's flashing. You can see the dash, and it reset to 0, and then that's it. And the check engine light, sorry, and the maintenance required light is gone. Again, this might work for you in trip B or the odometer setting. Alright, and that's it. Thank you.